Hi, my name is Damien Manns. This is the Facebook group Scoliosis Cures and Pain Relief. There's just been a post on this group which is quite interesting in its own way by a fellow called Brian Phillip. No, not that one. I meant deleting that one, but nothing to do with scoliosis. Thank you, Brian. Right, where was it again? Where's it gone to? Yeah, 11-year-old experiences straightening of scoliosis without surgery. I go to this thing, and we're talking about this brace, which from the 3DC Centre, which is saying is kind of based on some scroth improvement thing, and they're calling it the Gen brace, copyright. Now, they show the improvement of the curve in these pictures here. If I take that photograph and just kind of copy image and then go into Excel or Word document and paste it in, we can get a better look at this picture. Now, I can't read the writing underneath here, but it looks like with that buckle being there, that this one in the middle, the second one, is in a brace, so ignore that one. That looks like the first one without a brace. I don't know about this one, and it's this one I want you to look at. I don't know if it's braced or not, but one of the things about scoliosis is scoliosis, classically, using this what they call the gold standard of X-rays, is about reducing the curve. And if you can show the curve reducing, which you can from here, from that photograph to this photograph, then what they say is that's an improvement. Sounds reasonable, sounds more than reasonable. But my kind of thinking is this: if there is a problem in these vertebrae that's underlying, for instance, the over-rotated, being the classic thing, if you squash, and let's say for instance this is over-rotated, and naturally the body finds its equilibrium position re-established-ish, as it were, by having this curve to compensate for the rotation. So the body is thinking, this is the best thing I can do given I have a problem. If you then brace it and over-exercise it and over-squash it and end up with this that looks better because it looks straighter, and the scientists objectively can measure the reduction in the curve and all that malarkey, but if this actually could be a suboptimal, if it hasn't solved the problem of the curve of the rotation of the vertebrae, the over-rotation, then actually this could be a suboptimal situation for the spine, and this could actually be a better situation for the spine than this. And a very good example of this is the vertebrae around here. Now, I don't know how well that, I'm going to make it a bit larger. Is this working? Oh, don't tell me it's crashing. Oh, okay, look, it's working a bit. There we go. Okay. As you see here, the vertebrae at the top look a bit too close together. You go down here. Now, when you get to about here, they start to kink quite a lot. There's something funny happening here, which I'm not sure is any better for the spine than, maybe the body is right and the brain is right, that actually if you have a problem, then this is a better situation than this, although it looks worse if you just consider the angle. So this is one of my things about, let's say for instance you have a room and it's cold. How do you know it's cold? Well, you have a thermometer in the room, and so if you then define the temperature of the room to be what the thermometer says, you don't heat the room up by putting a hot water bottle next to the thermometer, and so the thermometer looks like it's going higher. The thermometer is an indicator, and only works as an indicator if you don't go and mess around with the indicator. If an indicator of scoliosis and its problems is the curve, which is reasonable enough, if you then squash the curve in, squash the indicator in, it's not necessarily solving the problem that you have with the back. And that's what this is a good example with these vertebrae looking a bit funny and squashed, of what I'm talking about when I often say this fiddled scoliosis stuff that sort of just squashes the curve. I think I'll be repeating myself there, so I'll stop now. Thank you.